Jayhawk, after using the ice block, is going to be in a bad spot versus LFG hero, as it's going to be a Nova right after. LFG hero, try to see if you can go for those hit and runs back to back to back. If you could just get him more cooldowns out of Jayhawk, or potentially force any more at him, kind of trying to see if you can limit LFG's opportunity to stand in place. That's going to be a Ring of Frost, I think, almost finished up, but not quite. The demon should be able to break him out of the polymorph, and that's exactly what it does. It's going to go for a bit of a blur to try to see if he can dampen some of the damage. Man, go into a Jayhawk. What was that from LFG? Hold on a second, what was that go? What is that burst? It's going to be charged by Nox, trying to see if he can go for a double charges versus LFG, dropping on darkness as the Stormbolt comes out, trying to see if he can maybe just sit here in darkness for a moment as the fear goes in. Nox, his whole go just now actually wasn't even much of a go. It's just a stun opener. There goes the real go. This is where LFG is gonna have to play it super safe. He definitely wants to make sure he's keeping some dots on Alex, trying to avoid him as best as possible, that or using defenses to mitigate as much damage as he can until a demon spawns in, and there goes the reinforcements. Could always slay the demon when anyone used to. Big content and Alex turning it around big time. It's gonna be Ass's break to follow. It's gonna go for the hit and run. Doesn't want to stay next to Alex because the man does have himself in a rigid trend. That was a Stormbolt as LFG was able to dip behind the pillars, so Alex can't even go up to him to press Bloodthirst. This is why LFG is trying to play super safe. It's going to be another charges. He's trying to see if he can avoid him as best as possible. Double glaive sent in as Nalix is bleeding out. That Chaos Dot is going to end up hurting him over time. And Nalix, I don't really know what he could really do in this situation. Disarm immediately as another demon spawns in. Does get the demons to explode together with a glaive to cleave off of the demon onto Nalix. And it's going to be Trulik up next. LFG is trying to make sure he's staying as airborne as possible. Every time this man uses a Vengeful Retreat, he gets himself a little bit of CC immunity, while also dampen some of the damage he takes. Mad damage on Trulik. Oh my goodness, that Essence Break into a Chaos Strike! Just cut the boy in half. What was that? This out of left field. I guess he got the fattiest crit ever, huh? It's going to be a lightning lasso by Droog, but it's going to be very short. Metamorphosis dodges the stun totem as LFG hero trying to see if he can maximize his value. It's going to be yet another demon spawning in, blasting him out entirely. Sorry, what? I have no idea, to be honest, Broton. I would need to take a look at the duel again. I would check details to see what hit you the hardest. LFG does end up slaying the Infernal, is going to pick up a soul, catching up a little bit of healing. Why has he got Metamorphosis? He's trying to go for the hit and runs, bleeding out, doing dot damage to Droog. Is going to hit him with an Imprison. Again, trying to see if he can play into the hit and run as much as possible. Very similar to that of a monk, but mine is the healing. Got himself the Vengeful Retreat. Does he have himself a bit of a go? He's going to try to see if he can dispel Droog, but the man got massive Ascendance. That's where LFG needs to do something. Does go for a stun into Essence Break. Is it going to be enough here, though? Stun, maybe Chaos Strikes will be enough, though. Shield available for Droog. I don't even know where the shield came from. The man just got a shield out of nowhere. That's going to be a full fear. Does LFG have a go? Looks like he decided to back up out of there, taking the Ghosts with him. He's kind of limited on what he can do at the moment. Does have a Vengeful Retreat in just a second here. IVM to follow Blade into right after. Does have a demon spawning in. Could maybe go for a bit of a hit. Let's go for a Vengeful Retreat. Into a charge back into where Shaman, and oh my goodness, it's going to be Facile. Doesn't even want to let the man out of his sight. Nether Portal immediately just going in with a full army. Droog, I have no idea, or rather LFG hero, I have no idea how you're going to live this army. Darkness? But the Tyrant, the Pit Lord, is on the way. Mortal Coil running out, does have a Trinket for it. Does not play a Night Elf, so you can't shout him out. He's very limited what he can do. Pit Lord is going to take you out back here. You can't really do anything about it. Oh my goodness. Facile does end up taking him out. Is it Tavi next? Looks like it is Tavi. Whether Tavi wanted to duel or not, I guess Tavi is dueling now. He was really trying to see if he could just not fight. But I think he's going to have to. Is he? Is it him? I have no idea, but Facile has a lot of boys to burn through here. That Demon Hunter dude's so good, by the way. That was ridiculous. Facile dropping down big demon bolts over at Tavi. The man may just have to go for a bubble here. Does get hit with a bit of a slow, as Facile trying to go for a couple of casts on him back to back into a bit of a, what's it called? Handle down, spawning in even more demons. Mortal Coil. Tavi may be in a bit of trouble. May just want to go for a bubble right now. May just want to go for a bubble. He's still taking a lot of... He left? Not even a bubble? Might have gotten overrun by the Warlock, or maybe wasn't even supposed to be going first and he just got frustrated. Honestly, it was a bit of a confusion. I think Facile attacked him as soon as he saw that he was kind of running to the side, because he thought, okay, I guess I'm fighting you. But I think Tavi was just trying to walk away from the demons and like clear some space, and he kind of got caught in the crossfire, and the team kind of just let him be the target. Gonna be a Cracker charging in versus Facile. Does go in for the big Odin's Fury immediately. Striking first versus Facile. The man is melting out with all those dots. Mordecai sent back at Facile. Perfect time by Cracker as he's trying to see if he can rip the Warrior's soul out of his body, reducing some of his healing as well as damage, but Facile got no help whatsoever. It's over. There's no way he lived. Cracker trying to see if he can pick up a soul, just running over Facile. Man, that Demon Hunter, LFG hero guy, did so good. Where is he? It's gonna be True getting hit with the stun. I'm to follow gonna be LH. I'm gonna have to figure out what the name is. LFG. It's LFG hero. Oh, his name is Hero. LFG. Wait. LFG. I have no idea. Not Hero? We're gonna call him Hero. Big free. If you're ultra like, oh, and tackle the boy down. Off of the fear, the man. I think he tried to see if he can maybe trickle out of it and try to see if he can get a setup onto LFG, but the man was already mid-charge. I'm lagging so hard. Oh, I'm sorry about that, my guy. I am so sorry. Irella's gonna be up next, starting off with the camo as a Beastmaster Hunter, while LFG Hero does have a demon next to him. He's gonna go and focus on the demon a little bit, just kind of leeching some health off of it, does end up sniping it out, consuming its soul, has eagles attacking him from every side and corner. As Irella's trying to see if he can find himself a better angle versus LFG Hero. The man goes up for a stomp, trying to see if he can close the gap. It's gonna be a silence as the Chimeric Poison is pre-rolling on the demon hunter already. Irella's got himself set up nice and pretty there. Into in prison, does go for the stun trinkets out of this one, try to stay aggressive. This is where LFG is trying to line of sight, maybe deny any kill commands from Morellas. While line of sight, the hunter needs to make sure that they see their prey before they can cast kill command. Stun onto Aurelius into an I-beam from a good distance. Try to see if he can close that gap. Aurelius maybe has himself something for this one. Sack into a Eternal Shield. Doesn't at least end up taking this up quite a bit though. And LFG Hero out in the open wants to finish off Aurelius. He has him in his clutches right then and they enter into prison immediately before Aurelius can get a setup. Into a fear right after. Does end up setting it up. Does he have any more damage to follow? Does have a Blade Dance to finish it off. Doesn't even let the Hunter get an opportunity to play the game whatsoever. Tagsy up next, trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of a setup versus LFG. I do like how all the Warlocks, it seems like, are running the shards above their heads. Like, you can literally see the Warlock has a bunch of damage ready. He can go for a bunch of output. I love how the Shatter, too. That looks so good. But that's an interesting glyph. Gonna be eye poking at the LFG Hero. Is gonna be able to spawn on a demon, stunning on Tagsy. Will definitely need to go for that heal as soon as possible. Got himself the demon form together with a lot of leech into an intro, but does end up getting juked out by Tagsy. Tagsy taking advantage of the precognition in order to give him a little bit more health as well as immunity to CC for a short moment. Soul break onto the Warlock, trying to see if he can survive this damage. Got himself at least a little bit of healing. It's going to be a port right after. Got himself a dark back down for a bit. Maybe a wall situation right now. Could go for the dark glare as well. LFG Hero does go in for the blur, trying to dampen some of the damage that he's taken right now. Looking to interrupt Tagsy. Does get a proper interrupt. Does Tagsy go down here? More to call to follow. Drain life team in order to recover a bit of health. Does let him get himself a fatty shield into a drain onto the Warlock, but the man is already melting with all the dots. Nothing he can really do about it. Into a Cracker charging in port by Tagsy, lead by the Fury Warrior, trying to see if he can close the gap with Tagsy. As the man does have every single defensive backup, limited on mobility for a good bit though. Definitely needs to make sure he gets a full cast, reflect up on a Tagsy. Does he get to survive this one? Drain life, but he's in Mexican rage, could be going down here any moment. Does Tagsy have any more mobility right now? Full dark glare. Does he get a port into a full stun? I think he might just be going down as Cracker goes in for that execute, dotted up, rotting down by the enemy team though. With what's your name? Man, the first word is an actual word. I have no idea. I have no clue. The other Warrior 2? I feel like that's disrespectful to call him Warrior 2, but the Arms Warrior charges out versus Cracker into a full-on spear. Cracker goes in for a disarm, but a disarm is going to be bagged by the Warrior, the second Warrior, the Arms Warrior. As Cracker may have to change this up, he's going to go for Enrage Regeneration, try to see if he can tough out versus the damage of the arms, the side-splitting, skull-breaking, mortal strikes, back-to-back hits, reducing Cracker's healing, but he's trying to see if he can just fight right through and stun onto the arms. The man is taking quite a bit of damage, could be under pressure. No healing available for the Arms Warrior. Does go down to the man Cracker. That was a quick one. I guess we did have the other team lose the guy out, didn't they? That is unfortunate. Cracker does end up claiming 2, and so does the demon.